That's the power I have.
Heard that. All right, good evening. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we're going to jump right into our lesson, and we're going to jump. What I need you to do is open up a couple of web pages, and the first web page that I want you to open, without a doubt, as always, is our GitHub page. I want you to open up your GitHub page, and I want you to open up go to Start Bootstrap. And I'm going to apologize now because I am old-fashioned, so I always like to have a mouse, and I left mine at home. So that being said, I may be a little slower than usual. So I'm 2 fingers fast and 1 mouse quick. So here we go. So let's open up those 2 pages. And if you don't have it installed, I want you to make sure you have installed Git Bash, because we're going to do some Git Bash review today. And we're going to actually do some more Git Bash practice so you can be ready. Well, for some it'll be practice. If it works for you, you can move forward. But I just want to make sure everybody has a grasp of how to create a web page using the Git Bash terminal. It's not as difficult as some people make it out to be, but it is. You need to pay attention to the instructions. If you don't have the Git Bash information, you can go to my website, which is not that one, but you can go here to nkcurlet.com, and on that website, you're going to find, as I make this fit, you're going to find I have a couple of items here. If you got a chance and came to the latest update, I did state that the Final Class project is located in the drop-down menu along with the new Git Bash instructions. I have revised those based off of the YouTube video produced by a young man by the name of Microwave Sam, and the name of that video is called How to Get Started with GitHub Beginner Tutorial by Microwave Sam. This guy, I've been following him for a minute, and he has the simplest explanations of how to actually use the Git Bash terminal and how to upload. So basically what I did was I wrote some instructions, simplified as I possibly can, on how to follow him. The other thing that I have here in the downloads, if you click on downloads, you'll see the Git Bash. That's it. And you also can click on lesson 4. That's our current project that we're going to be working on. So those 2 items are where you can go to get your own downloads. My suggestion to you is, as we do the Git Bash project as well as the lesson 4, you might want to print those out for yourself and follow along, especially when you're listening to Microwave Sam. It gives you a great opportunity to take notes, because the notes you're using are mine. You need to do stuff based off of your notes so it can simplify it for you. So that being said, I'm going to go here, and first and foremost, I am going to go into what I like to call a review session. And we had some issues last week. And one of the issues that we had last week was with our own Kenyatta Madison's cheesecake page. And with her cheesecake page, she actually had some issues based off of her navigation would not change colors. So one of the things that I did find out based off of her So I should actually, because I didn't have access right to her page, so I actually, check this out with my slick self. I did a view source on her page, and I actually copied her page onto mine. How about that? So I thought I was doing something. And here, so you can see where I tried to do an update to hers, and this is where I forked it to her, and it came up here. So this is a fork for her to go and look at and see where I put some code in. So she'll be looking at where I forked it to her page. And so this is what it looks like on mine. So here, this is her page where I forked it. So it says Cheesecake 2, forked from her page. So it won't allow me to make changes, but just so you know. So the other thing that I did was, so let's get to the real root of the story. I actually went to mine, which is Cheesecake 1, and I actually took a page right out of her playbook. So in her playbook, I changed it. I used my Nick Jr. page, which I already had. So I used the Nick Jr. page, and I didn't have to do that. Matter of fact, I just want you to see what it looked like. So I took the Nick Jr. page, and I named it Kenyatta. So here's her page. So here you can see that I actually was able to make her navigation bar get the actual colors, of my web page. And the reason I was able to get it was I found out that if we go to view page source, where I had to make the changes, her page, just to make a long story short, her page had all of the style sheet links from an outside source, when in fact the changes that she was making was in her directory. So if we were making the changes in her directory, then where we needed these main style sheet links, as you can see, it says link, and that says script source. Okay, these are in her directory. She didn't have them in her directory. She had them all set up to be outside sources. So once I changed them from outside to her directory, and even with her logo nav here, well, this is my logo nav. Now her page is now taking on the attributes or the characteristics of my CSS. And that's what was going on. She didn't have it. It was not recognizing her style sheets. And so that's how I figured out what was wrong with it. By simply adding her sheet to mine, it turned my whole website black. So that's what let me know that there was a change. So that's how I fixed Kenyatta's style sheet. And she has her images. I don't have her images. But other than that, that's how it works. Okay? And here is still my home page. I still got home. As you can see, we did add some Google fonts. For those of you who really wanted to change fonts. Molly, how'd your fonts come out? They came out great. So I know we had some people that changed, and I think Mr. Christian, you had the dancing button, right? So he used Font Awesome to create the dancing button. So that being said, I think for the most part, unless we really get some questions on how to finish the Cheesecake project, everyone should be having this one pretty much wrapped up by tomorrow. So what I want to do now, that being said, I'm going one more time. Does anybody have any questions pertaining to this site? To this particular project? No? I'll take it since his mom is the word. Then we can go to GitHub, and we can in fact begin to look at to look at, in fact, what we want to do as far as GitHub is concerned. So the first thing I want to do is get back to GitHub. So I'm in GitHub now. You saw me last week create a project in GitHub based off of Git Bash. So today I am going to do that again, and I'm going to do it with a new project, and we're going to go from start to finish on how to walk it through and how to start the process. So the first thing that we need to do first is, in fact, go to your desktop, and I need for you to open Git Bash. And when you open Git Bash, it should look like this. And I am going to click in here, and by doing Control Plus, you can make the fonts large. And something else I learned too, I don't have to open up the whole page, because I would like to see what I'm working with. So here, just so you know, I am working with Student 67. That's the name of my computer, at Student 67-PC. That's the name of my computer. The Ming W64 lets you know that I have a 64-bit computer. Some of you have a 32, so it'll say Ming W64. If you in fact did the printout about the Git Bash document that I had on downloads on my website, these descriptions are located in the very top as you open the page. And it gives a brief description telling you about it's a free open source development environment for creating Microsoft Windows applications. One of the things that I have suggested is that you use, go to YouTube and look at a video by Microwave Sam, which is called How to Get Started with GitHub Beginner Tutorial. And it's by him, of course, Microwave Sam. The reason I'm not showing the video on this live feed is because in fact that it's his product. YouTube does not allow that, where I take somebody else's product and show it on my live feed, and that's like me creating links to everybody else's websites and trying to draw traffic to my own website. That's not allowed. So I'm telling you where to see the video, and I'm giving him his pub, and we're just going to go through our instruction sheet, and we're going to walk down the line. And if you have any questions, you can hit me up on our YouTube site, or you can go to Microwave Sam and hit him up. In our little handout that we have for GitHub, we have a lot of the actual commands that we have on it. Matter of fact, that would be more than right to go there, because that much I can do. How about that? So here on our Git Bash sheet, I can actually show you what we have for those of you who don't know. Okay. Again, first and foremost, all Git commands start with the Git, the word Git, unless it's otherwise indicated. There are a few instances where you won't use the command Git, and one of those is when you use the command clear. But the $ indicates the line you're on, and it appears automatically. So you don't ever have to type in the $ unless you're for what we're doing anyway. Unless you're further in the code, the $ indicates what line you're on. Again, the user at computer is the name of the computer, and yours will be different than the example that you see with mine. Mine is different from yours. So don't say you're doing it wrong and oh God, the world is going to end just because you don't see mine. As you can see, mine says student. Okay? Mean W32 or mean W64 is in fact, tells you if you have a 32-bit or 64-bit computer. Master is the branch that you own. So if you see master branch, that's the master you're going to be on, especially when it comes to GitHub. And we'll get to the GH Pages branch when we get on GitHub. Our resource, again, I can only stress this because if you download, download this sheet and go to see the tutorial, how to get started with GitHub, the Getter tutorial by Microwave Sam, you will in fact, it will help you, trust and believe. Okay? Miss Kiana, how you doing today? We have a mother to be, and she says got her moving kind of slow. I can understand that. Man, all these different bells and whistles going on. When I grew up, I want to be like, yo. All right, that being said, if I can ever get my, there we go, my cursor on this side of the world. So here, Git commands. You see Git commands here. I put them on the handout. You see $git help -a. When you type that, it gives you all the A's. Here we go now. All the different commands that are available. You won't need all those commands. But if you type that in, you will in fact get this tree. These are all the different commands that you will use. Some of them we will use and we'll explain those as we go by. Our major Git commands with examples. Here are the major Gits we're going to use. The first Git that, again, it says, you'll find a list with the major commands, their short description and exemplary usage. For a detailed description of all Git commands, it tells you who to visit, which is the www.kernel.org/pub/software/scm/git/docs. That's a lot, but this is your resource to get them all. One of the major commands we will use is git config. You have to configure your uniform. I'm going to say configure your uniform. You have to configure your computer to access your repository. If you don't, we're going to have problems. Git initiate initializes a Git repository, creates an initial Git directory in a new or existing project. Example, CD means to change directory, home, user, my new Git folder, Git initiate. Git clone. Now I don't expect you to know all these off the top right away. I'll be honest, I didn't either. It took a lot of trial and error. You hear that, Mom? A lot of trial and error. But here's the key part of that. It took a lot of trial and error. So you can't learn how to do it if you don't get your hands wet. Right, Mr. Anthony?
You are correct, sir.
All right. Git clone makes a Git repository copy from the remote source. We will be using that. Git add, you will be using that. Git rm removes files from your index and your working directory so they will not be tracked. Example, git remove files, file name. Git commit, you definitely are going to use commit. We're going to look at git status. That's going to be one of our commands that we use. And the git status lets us know where we at. Get branch, it lists the branches. Get checkout, get merge, we won't use those today. Get stash, we won't use. Get tag, we won't use. We won't do a fetch. A fetch means exactly what it says. Fetches all the objects from the remote repository that are not present in the local one. Example, get, fetch, origin. So if we have some other examples in the repository that are not in the local repository, then we would fetch them. We would go get them. Say, bring them down here. Here it says get pulled. Fetches the file from the remote repository and merges it with the local one. This command is equal to the get fetch and the get merge sequence. Example, get pull origin. We're going to push. That means everything that we got in our branches, we're going to push to the origin master. We're not worried about the remote. The log tells us where, gives us a number. That's what's very important. To the commit, so it tells us who, when, what, and where, how we did it. We're not going to worry about show. We're not going to worry about tree. Not cat file. We're not going to worry about grep this time, or InstaWeb. We're going to skip archive. So pretty much those commands that I did highlight, those are the ones that we're going to use. So, and guess what? I do not expect you to know them right now. So those of you who may be listening at home and say you're going too fast, guess what? You have the download, you have the video. So you can look at those at your own discretion. Some of you, if you've done your homework, you've been looking at this video for a minute now. So you know exactly, you have a general idea of what I'm talking about. So now, get config global username. So here it says get global username. So now we're about to start the process to create a folder file. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to get my world famous bash folder. So I can get in here. Here we go. So even though I have it covered up, you should have the download to be able to see it. So the first thing that I'm going to go to my page. So what's the first thing that it says for me to do? I know even though the people can't see me, I am not the only one sitting in the room. There are at least how many other students here?
You talking to yourself, y'all.
Yeah, I'm talking. See how my talk back? So first thing it tells me to do, let's look on page 7 for those of you who don't know where we're at. We're on page 7. What's the first thing that I need to do? What you say, Molly?
Get config.
I got to do the get config command. So if I got to do the get config, where you at, pencil? Again, y'all gonna have to excuse me because there we go. You see the $ is already there. So I'm going to have to type in get config. Get config space. Now I want you to understand something. These spaces and these lines are very important, right, Mr. Anthony?
Yes, sir.
Because if you don't do them, you're going to be in a world of trouble. So here, the first thing that I'm telling you to do off the start is get config my global what? My global
username.
User dot name. So this is the name that I use in my repository. So your GitHub username. Guess what? Global username. So when I get my global username, I need that quotation mark like that, and then my name, what it is, and make sure you spell your own name right. You got it. It's got to be spelled like that. Periods got to be where they go. Dashes got to be where they go. Spaces got to be where they go. and I hit enter. If you did it right, it'll go to the next line. Again, I need to do it for now. I need to do it for my what? What's next? My email. So I'm going to do it for get, and I'm going to do config, and I'm going to do space, dash, dash, global, and I'm going to do user dot email. User dot email, space. Make sure you're looking at this screen when you are typing, because if you're not and you mess up, if you put a single quotation mark instead of double, you'll create a loop. So I'm going to use my email address. There's nothing I'm trying to hide. There's no secret, because you can't get my password. So I have it just like that, nice and neat. I hit enter. So now I've done that. And so now the next thing that I need to do, I need to go to GitHub and I need to create a repository. You have to have a repository for it to see. So here, just so you'll know, for those of you who don't have a repository, I'm going to go here, and where I have all these 47, 48, 49, 50 repositories that I got here, I am going to create a new repository so you can see the process. So I'm going to create a new repository. And those of you who are following along, especially those of you in the room, I can wait if you are following me. Huh? It's good practice. Yeah, you can make another. It's good practice. It's good practice. So here I have how I know my username. I'm the owner. See, I spelled it the same way. There's my username. So the repository name that I'm going to make right now, I'm going to call it Deja. So Deja's not taken. So guess what? That's what I'm going to use. And then the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to click in the description, and I'm going to
give a description of Deja.
There you go. Deja. My favorite
type of
water bottle. So Deja is my favorite water bottle. That's my description. The next thing that I want to do is initialize a README. Now, if you don't do this, we'll have to do this later on, and we're going to look at a process to create one. But in the meantime and in between time, I am going to initialize a README. And I am going to go create repository. And now you see Deja, you see my favorite water bottle, and you see that it is in the master branch. So I have created the first step in creating the Git bash directory. So the next step that I need to do, it says that I must need to do, I need to go to my computer. But before I go to my computer, guess what I'm getting ready to do? I'm getting ready to do this. Where it says clone or download, there's a little drop down icon right there. I'm going to click that icon, and I am going to click that clipboard. I'm just going to click it. And it says I copied it, right? So now I'm going back down to my, don't click open in desktop, don't click download zip. Just click the clipboard, and let's go back to our Git bash. So we're back in our Git bash. And I'm back on my, get back up here, mouse. Again, don't hold me guilty because I can't find my mouse. Oh, there it is. So here, I'm flashing. I'm back into my get bash directory. I am going to do now, I am going to go CD, change directory, and I'm going to type in the word desktop. I have the word desktop typed in. I'm going to hit enter. And once I have CD desktop, now I'm going to ask it to list the directory with an LS and hit enter. So right now, this is what's on my desktop. And I can scroll. See my wonderful scroll bar? So here's everything that's on my desktop right now. So I have burgers. I have Dell downloads, desktop initiate, GitHub shell, log, Nick's barbecue, QuickBooks, what's down, Windows 7 64-bit installer. So I have those items. So that's what's on my desktop. Guess what? I don't want that stuff. So there is the only place that I've ever seen this tag. There may be others, but the only place where they didn't type in the word, you didn't see it with LS or CD, but here I'm going to type in the word clear. And clear just gives me what supposedly looks like a blank window, but it's not really blank. I could scroll up and you can see everything that I did.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay, whereas you have after that MIGMW 64, you have that little Waverly line.
Uh-huh.
I just have a backslash there.
Okay.
So when I go to put in the CD desktop, I keep getting the no such file found.
Because you already on your desktop.
So
You got to be
what
already
is it
on your
saying?
desktop. Mine is saying I'm going to my desktop. CD, that's telling me where I'm at. That's letting me know CD desktop. I told it to take me to my desktop.
I understand that, but you still have that little Waverly line
It's
and the
Waverly line.
backslash.
Okay.
I don't have the Waverly line,
So, but you just got a forward, and that's a forward slash.
a forward slash.
And so, but you just got desktop.
Mine don't even say desktop. That's what I'm saying. When I put in the CD desktop
Are you doing space?
after CD,
Uh-huh.
uh-huh,
So you're doing CD.
and I have a capital D for desktop, but it's saying bash, CD, desktop, no such file or directory.
And you did everything else that I did with the get config, the whole 9 yards.
When you did that CD, did you put CD desktop in there? That's how it's supposed to be CD, lowercase CD, capital D, space, capital D desktop.
Yeah.
That's all. What's your kind of desktop? I don't know.
Okay, let me explore that. That's a question I
I've
need
been
to
getting
get.
that for the longest.
So you haven't gotten any further than that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I might have to put my top agent on it. I don't know, you game agent? To figure out why she can't get past desktop. She's not getting the wiggle line / desktop. So we got to put the top agent on it.
Or do you press CD / desktop?
There she is.
See how this right here, when he goes into his is automatically little squiggly line there. Mine's is still the forward slash.
Okay. Looks like we have a Google issue. All right. Can y'all see if you can Google that? Let's see if we can troubleshoot that. So we have something that's a little bit past our normal structure. So we're going to troubleshoot, see if we can find a form to give us an answer. Why she's not able to type desktop? Why she's not getting the I forget what that symbol is called.
You are a 64 or 30.
Your computer automatically knows. My computer is the 64-bit. That's the operating system. My operating system is a 64-bit. Does yours say main W 64 or 32?
Mine says 64.
It's a 64-bit operating system. Alicia, where we're at is we're starting the process of walking down GitHub. So, and we've created a new repository for practice. Okay? So right now we're just on the desktop. We're on page 7 of the handout. So let's do this, because Christian, if we move forward, you still gonna be able to keep up? Or you want us to wait? Okay, why don't we do this? Let's go ahead, let's do this, let's get out of this just to get this lesson part done, and then Molly, what we'll do, we're gonna focus completely on your project problem, okay? Because I think we got some troubleshooting to do. And I think his calculator brain is working. Did you do it?
Oh no, untrained
Like I said, let's come back to that.
Did it
Some
work
honest-
for her,
Huh?
I'm reading where it says that if she had logged in the first time, like I was asking if you've already done it once,
Uh-huh.
it won't let you log into two repositories at the same time.
Are you already logged into a repository?
When we did it the first time, did you get it to work and pull up everything when we walked it last week?
It has never worked.
It's never worked. So one of the answers that we came across, trial and error, if you log into 2 repositories, it won't work. But I'm going to be logged into a totally, completely different repository. So every time you start a new project, it should reflect a different repository, as long as we do the config for each one.
It was just saying that if you've already did one, and it
Okay.
turn off.
So let's do this. Let's finish this one so we can figure out what's going on, because I'm quite sure Molly is not the only one with that issue. So far, I've done the desktop. We're in the desktop. So what I want to do now, I want to, in fact, do what's called git clone space, and with that git clone, I am going to control what's paste? Control V? Huh?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. It won't do it. I gotta go back and do it.
Use your mouse, yes you did.
I don't have a
You
mouse.
have to right click on that, you can't.
You need a mouse?
control.
Yes. Yes. I am no good without a mouse.
Shut it myself.
Huh? Oh, thank you. Such a lovely person. You see that, Alicia? Next time you come in with a mouse, you saw that I was.
You easy.
Huh?
You easy. That's it. All that rambling about.
I never said I was difficult. I used to tickle my wife. Well, I keep telling her, You just don't know. You got the easiest husband in the land. Now, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. It's not taken. Anyway, I did find it at least. So here, I'm going to click here. Copied. Go back to Never Neverland. Okay.
Now you just supposed to right click on it.
Right click where?
Right on. Everything that you copy.
That's why I was trying to get that to come up. So that's what I needed. So I got that. So once I did that, I hit enter, and it says it's cloning Deja, and so it has done the clone. So once it,
For some reason, the CD desktop command didn't work, but I went into the C drive and then did one.
okay,
So it should work.
so it should work now.
So what do I just do?
You still use the same commands. It's still in the desktop.
So her CD didn't work.
Yeah, CD desktop didn't work, but CD like C and then users and then default and then desktop.
Are you? Get with me later. We're gonna write it down so she can have it. Okay. Thank you, Christian. I knew if I put the right one on it.
Thank you.
We put the right one on it, we put the JavaScript man on it. So I did the student, we got the Delta, reuse Delta pack. Okay, so the next thing that I did, so now we see I did the git clone. Now I need to do CD space, and the name of my project is called, if I wanted to know what is Deja. So in lowercase, CD, and it's going to be Deja, D-E-J-A, and it's a /. Make sure you put the right one in there, and I hit enter. So once I did CD Deja, and then now I can do ls and say, what's in that directory? It is showing me that the only file in that directory is a README. So just to kind of backtrack, I knew that was going to happen. It wasn't going to take till I have to do it and restore. So here it has, just to show you where I'm at, I typed in clear, then we did git clone, https github.com/nickcurl@deja.git, and we copied that from the desktop, from the repository. Then I typed in the CD, and the name of my repository name was Deja with a /, and then I typed in ls, and it showed me that the file that's in that Deja file is readme md. So the next thing that I want to do, and we should be now on page 8. We're on page 8. We're going to do what's known as a Vim. A Vim is a type of text editor. So if we use Vim, if I go VIM, and I am going to Vim the README. README spelled exactly like it's written. We're going to Vim the README. Okay? Once we do that, I can go enter. So now, here you see Deja. You see the desktop. Now there are multiple ways to edit this particular item. We can edit here, or we can edit it in Notepad, or we can edit it in Sublime. Okay? So the first one, when we look at the first thing that we have to do to edit this, on your computer, if you're on a desktop, you have a button called INS. Or you can just push the I button on your laptop, and it says insert.
What time does he
Sure. Charge you next time. Mm-hmm.
It's still not, because even if I put what I'm putting in there, it's still denying it.
Okay, so we have, huh? Oh, say slow down.
Huh?
Slow down.
I had to call him and pull it.
So I have Deja. So what happens now with this, you cannot move with your regular just how you take your mouse and just go in here. You can only move, you have to go to the end of it. You see where I have Deja here? And so now I can move left. You see how I just got it a blink? You have to use left, right, or up and down. You cannot just place it. So here, my favorite water bottle is my second cup. So that's what I wrote. So this is the statement that I wrote. So that being said, now I'm done writing, but I can't just put in the next text because it will not allow me. I have to exit this text. So that being said, having to exit this text, first thing I have to do is I have to hit escape. Once you hit escape, then you hold down the shift and you hit the colon. Now if I hit colon Q, that means I quit and nothing I wrote gets saved. But if I hit colon X, everything I wrote will be saved and I can hit enter. And so now the Vim is complete. You also we could have went to our desktop to show you where it's located. It's located on my desktop. How do I know it's located on my desktop? Because when I go here, I don't want to drag it in there. No, I don't want to drag it in there. But even though you can't see it, the Deja folder is located on my desktop. So in fact, I can go inside my Deja folder. How do I know that it's located on my desktop? Because when I go inside, you see README. You see the word README? Now I can click here and I can open with that same folder, Sublime Text, and I say okay. So here is my favorite water bottle is my second cup. So I can edit it with either my Sublime because I had to go to my desktop to see it. So here I say my water bottle is my second cup, and I'm going to click right here, which is blue. Okay, so I said that's it. Control S. I've saved it, and I'm going to close that. So I've done it. My README has been updated. How do we know that I updated it? How do we know that I updated it?
If you refresh your GitHub page to go to publication folder.
No, because it's not up yet. I'm going to show you how I refresh it. What I'm going to do is type in the word get status. Type in the word get status, and here it said use get checkout file to discard changes in any working directory. It says I modified the README, no changes added to get commit or get commit. So that's how you know that I edited. It tells me because I did get status. Now after I did get status, the next thing that I want to do is upload it. Here's where you start the process. You type in get, add, and you don't need the period. At first I thought you need the period, but you don't. README.MD. So I did the get status, add readme. So, and this get add is the staging area that prepares your local computer to send it to the internet. And you hit enter. So I've done that. So now I got to give it a message. And here's where you get commit. Your get commit comes in -M, and you have to make a comment. If you just do get commit -M, it's going to show you all the code for every commit you could do. But if you say, here's my commit, changed the readme, and you don't have to be all capital letters anymore. God bless it. This keep coming up. I'm having the on my computer, my Windows keeps wanting to update. Readme MD. So I changed it. I told it that was it. Quotation mark. Make sure you always check before you do enter. Make sure you always check to make sure all your spelling is right. So there, it's right. So now it told me my get commit, the master, see how I got a number? 1 file change, 1 insertion, 1 deletion. So I have that 1 file, that 1 insertion, 1 deletion. So now I want to see what I actually have done. So I do get log. Do get log. Here's what I did. It's saying the commit, and that long number right there is your actual number. Author, who is the author? Me. Date, I changed the readme. Commit to author. So it's telling me this is what I did. These are everything that I did. So it's tracking all my changes. So once I did that, updated the changes, now I don't need to do get status again unless I really wanted to. So now I need to do the get remote and add origin. So get REMOTE. Oh, am I in there? No, dang, it's not in there. So initial commit. So it's asking me what? Change the readme author. So I'm in some territory now. Get commit initial. Let's see. Okay. Author. Date. Why am I getting this? End. Initial commit end. So you do that. Now, it's a new command on me. Oh, that's why. Back. Escape. Escape. Huh. Initial commit. Change the readme, commit. So it won't let me go to the git push. Log file. Okay. I'm in some new territory now. So it's git log master. Change the readme, commit. Skipping commit. Oh. I think I know. Okay. I skipped a step. Git log, git status, git remote add origin. Huh?
Are we using our WhatsApp repository or we made one?
We did one to practice with. We made one for practice. Change the readme. What I want to know is, why am I getting it turned in? I want to examine. The cancel code. Everything that I know, the cancel code ain't working.
All the root Nick?
Think so. Think so. 'Cause I can't move forward. I can't move forward. See if I go dash dash help. Use H. Press Q. H. Okay. Summary of less commands. Commands marked with asterisk may be preceded by the number n. Notes in parentheses indicate the behavior if n is given. A key preceded with a caret indicates the control key. Thus, is Control K. Display this help. To exit, I can do Q or ZZ to exit. There we go. Okay. ZZ then Q. That's what I need to do. So I'm out of that mess. Okay.
ZZQ.
I did Z capital ZZ. That's how I got out of there. So I'm out of the commit.
All of it was capitalized,
The ZZs was,
and lowercase q.
and then lowercase q. Then lowercase q. Because lowercase q means to quit. So if I go get remote Add, O-R-I-G-I-N. That's been my greatest downfall right there, that word.
Origin.
Origin. Origin has been my greatest downfall right there. Because I have misspelled that word wrong so many times. And every time, see what happened? I did get remote add origin. And what I did was, I thought,
Origin in,
no, I had origin. I thought I had this code right here. It only lasts so long. It only lasts so long. So what happened was, when I went to do it, so what I need to do is go get remote, and then add origin, O-R-I-G-I-N. I literally have to do it like that because I will mess up. Remote add origin, and then I can paste. There I have it. So now I can hit enter, and it says fatal remote origin already exists. So from here, I can go, again, I need to go get push U. Get P-U-S-H dash U. Get push U origin master. O-R-I-G-I-N-M-A-S-T-E-R. So once I do that and hit enter, it takes a minute. And then you tell me, man, you got a problem, or it's gonna do it. It pushed it. So now what happened was, it is going to push. See, get pushed to the origin master. It says you wrote 3 objects to HTTPS GitHub Nick Curlett /Daisy Git. So what that's saying now is, it has pushed it up. And so how do I know that it pushed it up? So once I go down here, I can go here and I can refresh the page. And once I refresh the page, it says change readme. It says 2 commits. If I go in here to see where it says my favorite water bottle is my second cup, which is blue. Remember, I wrote part of the code in Vim, part of it in Sublime. So here it has wrote my whole sentence, and it has uploaded from my desktop to here.
So in Vim, were you saying add your text? That's the text that you add.
I added half of it. When I was in Vim, I wrote is my second cup. When I was in Vim.
Okay.
And then show that you also could edit it in the Sublime. I went to the desktop and I opened up this same README because this is located on my desktop. This folder, because it brought from up there down. And I opened up the README in my desktop with Sublime, and I added which is blue. Yeah. I just wanted to show that you can edit it in 2 places.
Okay.
And the easiest way to do it would be to edit it in the desktop with the Sublime, especially if you're writing. But I want to show that it can be done with both. Okay? So I got 2 more steps to show with this. So I'm going back to the bash. So I'm in the bash. And I'm here. I'm going to add another file to this. So since this is already established, and I haven't closed it yet, I'm going to add another file called touch. It's going to be touch. And it's going to say TE. Matter of fact, I don't have to make this a text file. I can actually make this an index file. So if I did this touch, I could call this index. I could create my index HTML. Okay? So I can create my HTML file right now and hit enter. And so I did that, and now I'm going to type ls, enter. So ls cd, change directory, index HTML, readme. So now I got two files now. So what I want to do now is go to the Vim. I'm going to go into Vim, V-I-M, and I am going to look at this new one I just made, which is index.html. And I'm going to hit enter. So now there's nothing in that file. Okay? So I told you there are one or two places that I could address this. So here, I'm going to go here and look. Look what I got. You see where it says index? That's a file. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to open this with Sublime Text. You know why I open that with Sublime Text? Because it is one thing that I can do. HTML, and if I hit the tab button, boom, I can do that. So I saved myself a little grief. So I wrote that, I got a title, and I'm gonna go ahead and say my sample website, and it's got a body, and so I'm just gonna put a paragraph tag there, and I'm gonna say this is my sample site. So I got that. This is my sample site. I'll go ahead and make a big capital T because I want to be right. Okay, so this is my site. Control S, I save it. It's all saved. It's all good. Boom. So that's done there. You see that I got it here. I mean, if I come back here to that, the first thing I need to do is type the I. So I took the I, and I just want to say, let's say I'm in the index. See how that says I'm in the index? I'm in the index. I am going to go ahead and escape that because I wrote in the Vim, okay? Because I wrote in the Sublime Text, I'm not going to write in the Vim. I don't want to override it. See what says index, HTML, supplementary, SW file, whatever that's called. I'm there, I escaped. I'm gonna hold down control, not control, take it back, shift, and I'm gonna get the colon. I'm gonna go X, and I'm gonna go enter. So I'm done with that. So I got the index file, the readme. Both of them are done. That being said, the last thing that I'm gonna do, let's get some status. Get status. So it's telling me it says untracked files, change directory. We got the index file, nothing added to commit. So it's asking me last but not least what I wanted to do. So what I want to do is get add. I want to get add. I want to get add. Get, I want to add. So get add, nothing specified. What do I want to add? Maybe you wanted to say get add dot. So that is exactly what I wanted to say. Get add. If I did the period, warning, the LF will be replaced. I didn't put the dot like I was supposed to put the first time. So, and this instruction is saying right there in my face. So the file will have its original line ending in your working directory. So I said yes, fine. So now I want to get commit -m, and remember I have to write a commit means I need to write a comment -m. So I wrote added index page. Quote. I'm going to say enter. So it says 2 files. It says 20 insertions. So it's telling me I added an index page, 2 file change, telling you the mode that I did it in, the whole 9 yards. we can see if I did git log. So here, I did it. How did I get out of that? I added to it. What did I have to do? I had to do what? Shift. I had to do escape. And then I did what? Shift, ZZ. And then I did enter. And what did I do? Q. And once I did Q, I'm out. And so now the last thing that I have to do is called get. And I need to push it up. And so I'm pushing. So it's saying it's pushing. So get pushed. It said total files got pushed. The last thing that it said push. And so I go down and I go here. You can go down. So I go here. If I refresh this page, it should show me that now I do have an index page here now. And yes, you say, why do we got to do all this?
Yeah, I want that.
Go on here. You've been wanting to answer me for a long, and I keep giving you the same answer. But let me give you the answer one more again. The reason we have to do this is because when you start getting into writing, doing more coding, when you get into, like some people, you're going to be into JSON and you're going to be into PHP and different things like that, deeper into coding. Some of the things I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. You don't need to know how to code like this. Perfect example, when we had an issue with Molly's, he's knowledgeable in JavaScript. So he knows how to go in and look at, all you need is the foundational code, Alicia. If you got the foundation, you can work in any coding level. It's just a matter of knowing what the particular keystrokes are. Each one has different keystrokes, but the foundation of coding is the same. That makes sense? All I want you to do is be able, because if you move up to say the CS50, whatever class it is, you're going to have to use this to do your homework. So I'm preparing you. And Thursday, if you come to the bash, they're having it Thursday, the launch code anniversary, you're going to see examples. When they be out there, this is what they use. This is how they do their homework. So this is preparation. This is, as if you notice, we have gravitated from a simple web page to writing more and more complex web pages. This is probably the most complex, if you want to write one, that you will see. And this is almost as you do as the beginning page, not the rest of it. Just the one page to start it off. Now the last thing that I want to show you, and then we're going to go on break. So here we got one branch, right? So we're going to go here where it says master branch, and we're going to click that word master. And we're going to type in GH-pages. GH pages, we got a blue box that shows up that says create branch GH pages. Guess what? I'm going to click that. And when I click that, now I have two branches. Guess what I can do now? I can create, I have a GH pages already created. I already got an index page already created. So guess what I can do? I can, in fact, I can go here and let's say I want to, I don't want to do it like that. I want to go here and page generator. I want to create a new web page. So the first thing that I'm going to be able to do is my name. The second thing that I'm going to be able to do, the name of my repository is Deja. The third thing that I'm going to be able to do, because I created it, was an index HTML. So now I'm going to generate the page. There it is. I created my web page. So here I have it. I've created my web page, so I'm going to copy that As you all know, this is the easy part. Go here to edit, go in here, paste, save. So now I have the first component of actually creating my web page. What I don't have yet is how can I turn this into a website by name of my choosing. So that is on our next lesson with this. That being said, let us go on break. Let's take 15 and go on break.
because you just fixed my thing, I'm not fixing it.
Okay.
So I was like,
So what do you want to know?
how do I see your fort?
How do you see my fork? Everybody can see my fork but you.
I see it like right here where it say patch.
Well, you,
It say pull request.
yes, is that what it is? You got to pull it. It's a fart for me, a pull for you.
Okay. I make sure it's doing right. I didn't want to like mess it all up and everything else.
Oh. No, you can't just mess it up. Okay. So we're back. What did you want to know, Miss Ann? Did I answer your question?
About the sub-line, you say you just went on the clip right.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have it set up where you can see my desktop. But on my desktop, there is a folder that actually says Deja. Okay?
Mhm.
And I went inside my Deja folder, as you can see right here. And you see what it says index? You got me?
It'll be on your opening page, your thing, if you created it, huh?
Right.
Got you open with.
Right. And so now, once I did all my uploading and everything, so I got an index page, and it's right here. And so now you can see, here it is. 9 lines. It's got the head, body. This is my sample site. So I have created the ultimate website. Okay? So one of the things that I want to do though, going back to the site, I ain't gonna do that. What I do want to show is when I go to these two branches, when I click on the term two branches, you're going to see a master branch, GH pages, and an active branch. What we want to do, you see where it says the default branch is the master? I want to change the default branch. And I want to change the default branch from master to the GH pages branch. And then I'm going to update it. And I understand the update is going to give you this big red bar. And I'm going to go, yep. So what'll happen is, when you refresh and come back to your page, back to Deja, what'll happen is from now on, the GH pages is going to show first, not the master branch. Because sometimes when we're working in the GH pages branch, we have a tendency to save in the master branch, and then you'll be like, man, I've been doing all this work, and now my work is not showing up. It's because we saved it in the master branch. Just saves your headache. Okay? It makes sense? All right. So, that's how we did that. The other place that I want us to go to today, as a review, I want to go, God bless it, there we go. I want to go to start bootstrap this website, and I want to reiterate again, the website that I want, that's the closest to what I'm stating that would be beneficial to everyone to create this web page that we're looking at. And the name of that is called Modern Business. Modern Business has 17 pages. And of these 17 pages, I've only asked you to have a minimum of 6. But if we look at Modern Business, this is the ultimate web page that you can have. It has drop downs. It has 2 sets of drop downs. Actually 3 sets of drop downs. So it has the drop downs. The only thing it is not featuring are the font awesome icons that I want you to have over here as far as your social media. It has an area where you can either have a title or you actually can have an icon. It has a carousel. It has the welcome. It has the page areas you can use. The portfolio area where these can either be links or can just be pictures. Here's another area for pictures. Here is some more text you can use. Here is a call to action button. You can make this whatever you want. Call to action, a link to something, or you can even create a modal to go on your page. These can turn into modals, whatever you want them to be. So that's the first thing you can use. Here's a copyright icon. And since you already know how to do a scroll spot, since you scrolled it more than twice, I would consider maybe putting a scroll spot on this page. Okay? The next page would be an about page. Here's the about page. You can talk about yourself or whatever, your family. Here are a bunch of windows. It even has, look at here, some Find Awesome buttons already here. You can copy these and move them somewhere if you wanted to. So, and then here, if you were doing the business, you could actually talk about the types of customers that you have down here. The other area that you could take advantage of is your services, or you can name this whatever you want. Here are those tabs that we talked about that you could do. It's got service list or whatever you want this to be. So you can adjust this. This is Find Awesome. These are the super large 5X Find Awesome. And they don't have to be blue. You can make them whatever color. We've been doing that. Here's your services and the subheading. So you have a small and large. Here's a button that always sends you home. Here's a contact page. Put a map right there. Here is a, even though we didn't go over this part, but this is a form. And here goes some more contact information. Man, this portfolio, you guys can really do something with this. Here's the first portfolio. I've seen this in action where they had the different websites. This is where I want you to put your work on display. Your 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 web pages like Alicia got on display. Here you can have the image of your web page. You can have where you go to the link. Both of them are links actually. Talk a little bit about it. Project. So you can use that one. Or you can use this one. Here's some pagination. Could use this one. And who said that your about page couldn't be? Yes, it can, because I asked you to use media object. So portfolio, you could set up however you want your portfolio, what you want it to be about, or it could be a single page. Here's a large area, small carousel, what you could use for your portfolio, and these could all lead to a different portfolio page. Here's a blog. Here's one. Here's two. And here's three. So here's, guess what? Here we go. Media object at its finest with a nested media object. You can leave a comment. And then you got other pages. I do suggest that you have a full 4 page. See, here's one full width. Sidebar. Here's a full 4. I suggest that you have a full 4. So if somebody dials a wrong link, you can put an image in here, whatever you want to do. If you want to, you can put a pricing table in there. Say, for instance, you're selling the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, he's gonna sell for $39.99. Antonio Brown for $159. And of course, you could be selling Mike Tomlin for $19.99.
For the discount this week.
Discount this week. So, maybe you can get Stephen A. Smith back. Who knows? All right. So, there, that bootstrap took us back to the beginning. So you can use that to do many things. This is my suggested usage page. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do your own thing, but this here is a creative opportunity that you can take advantage of. And here, we've been using the Jumbotron contain inside the container. Here's the Jumbotron carousel outside the container. So wow, so here's an opportunity to take advantage of it. So what can you do with something like this? Well, it could look like this. A white screen. A white screen. Boom. Oh, okay. It could look like this. Okay. Look like we don't want to render today. Let's do it again. Why is it that every time I get to showing off, getting out, things just don't want to do right? There we go. I just want to see me again. But here is what that page looks like when it has your own content. So it has your own content. Here's a full attached. And this image right here is 1900 pixels across. God, did they just turn off that heat?
The air sure
Huh?
The air sure doing.
God bless America. And I left my jacket in the car. See?
So you said that image is 1900 across. How does it look like if you resized it to, I just want to see.
Actually, the image when I took this picture is actually 5,000, 5,300. I resized it to 1,900 to fit it here. And guess what I took it with? Yes. My cell phone resolution is set to like 5,000, 5,300 because I want to get the best pictures that I can get. So that being said, that allows me to take better pictures. You can make your own YouTube videos and put them on your site. Here, cell phone action again. All these are cell phone action except for this one. The rest of them and that one. These two are not. I did this in Photoshop because she was in Christmas mood and she had a lot of Christmas pageantry going on behind her. So I did that. But this is somebody else. And this is Photoshop as well because this was a long picture. And I actually had to create this background. But not saying that you can't do something of that nature. Here, again, how big the picture was, and I cropped it down to fit. And I actually had to create this logo in Photoshop because we didn't have one. And so here, using the tab to create the different buttons, the actual where you can put down an address. So we've learned how to do that with Google APIs. We've learned how to do it. Fonts in Google APIs. The whole 9 yard. So let's see. Barbie said I was able to fix most of what was wrong over the weekend. Took a long time, much longer than I thought. Well, I'm glad you have done so much work on my own. I messed up my week back. Okay. So she won't be here. Okay. 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 All right. So that's how that works. News, I did a thing called news. Here, I call myself updating this. This should actually, yes, this is us actually live right now. This is us actually live right now. I just reviewed that. I customized the color of the page to green. And here, again, I told you about tweets, how you can add tweets. Man, I've been on Twitter all day today, and I've been trying to figure out how to get this to shorten. But they've changed some of the ways that they do business. And so I used to have it where it could scroll, but now, But anyway, just to show you how you can change a page. You all can do a lot of different changes to a page where, even though you're using the same template, you see how you use the same template, change the colors, change the fonts, even though we know that icon is there, you see where the carousel is bigger now? Where the window of the carousel is bigger, it went from 70% or 50 to almost 100%. So you can look at the windows, see how the window panes are different. Same thing, except they're just pictures. Here is Twitter again. Here's a table. So you can add all these. I said I was going to add a scroll spot to this. But here you can make your images, cell phone. So you can create as many pictures as you need to get. It's really easy to do. Here again, cell phone. Take advantage of your cell phone. Some of you got so many pictures, it is unreal. Here, I use them same panels, except now I put the YouTube video on a smaller panel. And here, these are a bunch of PDF questions. So, where my church with the Bible study, so every week we have different questions. So I have all the questions where a person can download them. We do a question session first before we do the Bible review. So what could you do? Like I use Molly as an example with her fraternity. Say for instance you got multiple.
Sorority.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking with their mindset. You know we mess up sometimes, Mom. You so say. I see how y'all do. Now we got to get straight. That's what's wrong with the world now. Always trying to change your mind. But anyway, just teasing. Thank you for the correction. What she could do with her sororities, she could actually take the different branches of her sorority. Each one may have a different program or something going on. The different programs, they may have some different documents that you need to fill out for charity events or scholarships or whatever. They all could be right here, and you actually probably could have put, say, the logo emblem from your sorority right there. And you can use the sorority colors and enhance it. You don't have to do everything in sorority colors, but you get my point, where you can utilize in the key visual points where it could really make the sorority stand out. And you can use some key shots, and you can always change those pictures out. So you can always change them out to the different events that go on. And you can always create some sub-pages pertaining to the different events. So those would be different opportunities that you would have.
Is there like a minimum of pictures that you could put in that jumbotron so that it won't be, overbearing of pictures that's flowing through there.
Notice I only got 3. I think 3 to 4 is good enough. When you got 12, 13, 14 pictures, you know what? You creating a slideshow now. So if that's what this is,
Yeah, right.
then okay. And actually, because when you create a website, social media is so important to websites now, and you want all those to link. I actually connect. I put all pictures and videos on the website. Like here, we had a special prayer, and that 5-minute video had over 16, almost 1,700 views in a matter of 4 days. So, you know what? I used to think likes were the most important thing. Likes ain't the most important thing. Views are the most important thing.
But Facebook has been handling views weirdly. How, like, every time it plays, and it plays whenever you scroll through a feed, that counts as a view.
Every time it does what?
Every time a video auto plays through a feed, even if you're just scrolling by, it'll still play, and that counts as a view.
Right. But this was shared so many times, because with me being the one that's the admin, I got to see how many times it got shared. I got to see how many times who's viewed it, who shared it. Man, I was so tired of my phone popping up, I didn't know what to do. But, so yes, there are some good, will you have true numbers? Probably not. But I would rather have where it shows how many times that somebody walked by and viewed it. Because that means somebody at least they got to see it before they scroll to the next one. And if you can get halfway a decent look, and because I used to get so disgusted on the likes. If you go to the likes, here go reach 1,600, views 905, but look at the likes, 19, 12 shares. So if you get it out there and people are looking at it, like YouTube, on my YouTube pages, for what I do for my church, it used to frustrate because we only had 38 followers. But everybody and their mama is watching the doggone thing. They're not just watching on YouTube. I got it in Twitter. I got it on Facebook. I got it somewhere everywhere. So it's not counting all that. So get it out there how best you can get it out there. So, but that's what I do. And look, when you put your pictures and your videos in your Facebook feed and connect it to your website, you want to funnel traffic. You want to funnel traffic. You want to find ways to get traffic to your web page, to your site. You understand? Like here. So there, when you go there, that's this. This, I shouldn't really tell. Oh, that's the Twitter page. But you got Twitter, you got all kind of pages. So drive that traffic. Get you some viewership. That make sense? I mean, drive it. But this web page, you can use it multiple times. And you could edit this. This is just my version of editing. What can you do with it? Because I'm quite sure you ain't going to use every page I use. And some, like with the profile, the blog, whatever, some of y'all probably can use those 6 pages to do everything you need to do. Who said you needed the about page? Who said it had to be on the drop down? You probably take it off the drop down and make that your about page. I mean, get creative. You don't have to use it, because heck, it was one of them that I knew. I was like, man, if I had something to do all over again, I probably would have used the about page as my drop down page, because it was just so creative. It was just so creative. Excuse me. So, that being said, utilize those particular, that's just a sample. Nobody said you had to use that. That's just a suggestion. Any questions?
So do you think it's a good idea to just go ahead and map out the pages before we even start working?
Yes. You know what you want to do. It's good to know what you want to do, what you're working with. Because you may not want to call your page certain page. And even though you use one of those templates, what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep. So different opportunities for you to take advantage of. Okay? So just take advantage of it. Thursday, while it's on my mind, Thursday is the big to-do soiree that's supposed to be going on here. Starts at 5:30. It is a they're putting on just a party celebrating 3 years at this location. They will have a 30-minute display, project display time, where people can walk around and see different students. And I think a couple of you guys are going to put on the project. I'm going to make sure everything is still set up the way it's supposed to be tomorrow. I came in here early to catch them, and I got caught up in me. But yeah, it'd be great for you guys to actually say this is what you do, show what you do. So regardless of what happens, I'm very proud of you guys. I think you've done a lot of work, and just by the different projects and the skill sets and questions that you're asking, it is starting to, it's showing itself. The work is manifesting itself. So, if I don't get a chance to say it, kudos to all of you.
Question, Nick, where we go get to the website from? What's the name of it? DRA Studio?
Which website?
The GH page.
GH page.
Drake Studios.
That,
Here, let me.
that's it, that got it on.
You got it?
No.
Okay.
Except for my internet.
I got an email from Barb. It says, she said her question was about a spacing problem in the second row of her home page. Fixed gallery. She said, I fixed that, but now see the issue is also in the second row of the first image. All the numbers match. I even deleted some text to make it smaller. Any help would be appreciated. With that, the home page will be just about finished. The contact page is finished. Notice I changed the good for contact. I have other pages outlined, so I won't be starting with nothing. Look forward to showing you in the class my ideas. Okay. So, that being said, let's go look. So, Kenyatta, did you look at yours and
It didn't bring it on all pages.
Huh?
It didn't bring it on all pages.
So did you change it on all pages? Oh, help yourself. Help yourself, child. It's okay. Mine don't run on all pages neither. I need my brain checked out sometime. Show more activity. Yeah, I done created 562 commits on just 17 repositories. So they say. What am I looking for? I am looking for repositories. So what is the name of her, Barbie, what's it called? Daisy, what's down, what's up, cheesecake, first one. What the heat is? I was just looking at it a minute ago. BAS 312. Go to my home. Nope. Nope. Who am I following? I just had her page open. Maybe she uninvited me. She kicked me out to find the roast. Is that her cheesecake? Here it is. Oh, she forked for mine. So say that's mine. I was gonna say Christian and kicked her out the club.
That was her fault.
Huh?
You might have connected to go and see if you can see her page from her,
You
profile.
just, you know,
Go back up to the cheesecake.
That's my cheesecake.
But you might be able to like see her profile yet. That's it.
Okay. So, I'm here looking at the lavender cheesecake. So, that's right. And she's working on that. Okay. Well, she put a finger there instead of scroll spot.
Stop.
Yeah, it do look like that. Okay. Wonder it might be one too. Yeah, we got one ain't in the scroll. So what does she want me to see?
but that's a neat idea.
Yeah.
To use the cursor instead of the regular arrow. Right?
Use the who?
To use the cursor instead of that arrow.
Right. Molly, what'd you use instead of these? What'd you use?
I use previous and next.
Right. So Molly changed hers too. Previous next. Okay. Go all the way back here. So I can't see really what she looks like. She's done pretty good.
It worked.
Huh?
It worked. That's
On whose?
on hers. It works, so it's a big step.
You ain't jiving. I'm saying it works. I ain't not making that work. This is what I was trying to get to. Let me see. This is my friend. My goodness. You got some color. I just got a question right here though. Kind of hard to read like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to read that one. So maybe if you made them black and then your highlights is white. Or
I changed my highlights. I didn't ready yet. I'm waiting to see.
you did?
I thought
I just asked a question.
that's fine.
This is the kind of cheesecake I saw. With apples just like that.
It's like a double.
Yeah, with the crumble just like that.
Yeah.
Except no nuts. Other than that,
Oh, look tasty.
let me cut into it. I'm going to show you how tasty it is.
With those apples curled.
It makes it look like it's fancy.
That's
As long as they don't look like potato chips.
Yeah, that's team too much.
That's teasing too much.
That's team too much.
That's team too much?
Yeah.
Let me eat it with some vanilla ice cream on it. I'll tell you what team it's going to be on. It's going to be on Team Belly Full. See what I'm saying, boy? Y'all got to have a creative palate. See, now that's team too much. Who makes layered whipped cream? Just put $1 on there and call it a day. $1 per daisy. What's this, a Snicker? See, I can't give that kid line. I can't give that all day.
Oh, none of it looks tasty to me, that's what I'm saying.
Don't tell about it. Cause if you ever cook me some, I ain't gonna eat it if you ain't eating it. That red velvet look pretty good. What kind is that? I don't know. Didn't I say, see what I'm saying? Although I don't eat dairy, I love to cook for my family. That tell you don't tell nobody what you don't eat. You sound like Robert Delight. The macaroni soggy, the peas all mustard, the chicken tastes like that.
Yeah, silly.
You got food in your house you ain't gonna eat. And you gonna serve it to me.
Somebody else. Hey, made this just for you. No, I don't eat it.
I don't
It's
eat
for
it.
you.
Every time I throw a party, I make a boatload of stuff that I just don't eat, but it's always requested every time.
Uh-huh. Who eat it though in your house?
Everybody, I think if you knock on my door, I always get knocked on for some food.
Uh-huh, but you ain't listening to yourself talk. Folks in your house eat it. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not baking it for the love of bacon.
Man, anyway, Kenya, I'm glad to see you got color up here.
I bet you throw it too.
Because, man, I thought you was going to pull your hair out.
And I thought I would too. Not you.
So Kenyatta got color. Let's see. This J-Bo Mac Cheesecake 7. Let me see this. All right. Now he used the fancy letters right there, Molly. Hey, you said Oreo wrong. Man, okay, wait till it come back. You didn't spell it wrong. Oh, okay. I thought there was two R's. I'm sorry. It's just little.
My father, I changed it for you, just for you, teacher.
You ain't gotta change it for me.
Just for you, teacher. Click on the link. See what it say.
Don't click on her.
Oh, yeah. Wow, there you go.
I like that. Welcome to the wonderful world of cheesecake. I hope you admire these stupendous works while whetting your appetite. Whet more than my appetite if I ain't good. You got me confused. You don't just look at cheesecake. We come to eat.
We show today.
We show today. So which one y'all gonna start the process of bringing cheesecake to class? And we got Miss J's recipes. Yum, yum, yum. And that thing don't eat. That ain't eat nothing. That ain't eating natural cheesecake right there. Okay. That's a Japanese pound cake looking cheesecake.
Japanese. Forget confetti.
I don't know about that pomegranate though, that bro.
Nice.
Yeah. If you like it, I love it.
Passion fruit looks stupendous.
I think that berry looks better. That berry cheesecake looks better.
On the other side.
Yeah, see, that looks better. That looks kind of delicious. That make you not feel guilty eating that one.
Yeah, because you think it's healthy.
Yeah, because it got a lot of fruit on it. Okay. See what your recipe's talking like. Okay. So we want to make the red velvet cheesecake. Okay, half a cup of whole buttermilk.
Whole milk. Yeah, you probably need a couple more cups on her too. 4 eggs, a cup of sour cream, half a cup of whole buttermilk.
Man. And then you can get the recipe right there.
Nope.
Man.
I use my 404 sometimes.
Oh man.
What if there was actually a different for the actual?
Well, they got 4, 5. 404 is usually, but it's the website link is not.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of different.
Yeah, but he could have made a cheesecake. You're right. I see what you're saying. You could have made a cheesecake 404.
When you say, oh, yeah, all right. Yeah. be in the giveaway.
Okay, so here we got the address, the launch code, some videos that we can see, some live stream.
That or something else.
Okay. All right, I see. These work?
Yes, sir.
Say, who is this? My Facebook page.
Hey, no,
No, it's just
a
a
Facebook page. It's a
No,
link.
It's just a page.
You clicked on my Facebook page. Man.
It's just 'cause it's on your computer, man. Stop it.
Man, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's somebody catering. Feed me some more. Okay. Go back and see what else he's got. So that take you to GitHub.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good, very good.
Coach.
Okay. Who is this? Oh, this is.
My lad.
Let me get this right. This is the sorority princess. Let me look. Look at that cheesecake.
Sorority princess. Call her by name.
And she has previous and next. Okay then.
And image, you see the background images taking her thing of Marvin Clown.
Yeah, she clowning. Got all colors. She got a Reese's Pieces cheesecake. That's gonna send somebody into a diabetic coma. Yeah, dude. Good enough to see. That's a Whopper. A Whopper cheesecake. With Whopper balls. Look at that. Welcome to Cheesecake Delights. All y'all subscribe to the same cheesecake page, getting all these images.
Hey, you type in Google cheesecake and that's what you get.
Okay. Nice and tight with her colors. And now we go to the About page. How nice. Look at those rounded images. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's s'mores. Dining with s'mores at the Cheesecake Factory. Wow. So she got them all about the cheesecake. Let's see what the gallery said about it. So we in the gallery. And now, woo, look at her. Man, that's kind of pretty. Raspberry truffle. A peanut butter chocolate cake cheesecake. Chris's outrageous cheesecake. Banana cream cheese. Well, I have banana pudding. Strawberry cheesecake. What's that? Reese's peanut butter fudge cheesecake. Godiva chocolate cheesecake. All right, Alicia, it ain't real. Don't be looking at it too hard. Yeah, so she got the original cheesecake, the one that started it off. Then the strawberry cheesecake, the original, topped with glazed fresh strawberries. Reese's peanut butter cheesecake. Godiva. Good dish. Okay. Oh, some recipes. Okay. So this is the Oreo Dream Extreme. Okay. So if I click that button, and Molly got a recipe. I don't. We can at least make or try to make Molly recipes. Now y'all know when you do the PDF suggestion, you know if you want to, you can leave like these kind of pages here.
Yeah, I thought I had cut it off.
Right.
I only selected a certain
Right.
pages, but it's still.
If you go like the print, like it says print, you click this button right here,
That's what I had.
and then you put the number dash whatever the number.
That's what I did, but when it saved, it still saved all those pages.
Still, she got arrested. So you can see her. Okay. So here's my question to you, Molly, though. Are you missing a deal? Because you see how this is spread from cover to cover. There's no no alleys. No alleys. Cause right. It didn't tighten down on your thing. So check and see if you're missing a deal somewhere. Cause see how this goes from end to end? The body of it, the interior shouldn't be touching the walls. So check and see if you're missing a deal somewhere. Yeah, because it shouldn't be. It should be giving you a margin on both sides. Yeah. Okay. So, hazelnut crunch, salted crumb. That's what that is. My wife likes that salted crumb. What's that? Lemon meringue. It looks unprofessional. And then we have the contact page. See how you got the margins over here? That's what I'm talking about. Who is that? Is that Miss Molly Jones? Queen Baker. And her say Queen Baker. Why yours don't say King? I'm just messing with you. TPs do what they gotta do. I'm trying not to let that kick off.
That's the haterade.
Why your links don't work, Molly? You do all that with them links up top. They just done for decorations.
Yeah, they just they going nowhere. They ain't leaving.
That's nothing.
Alright. So other than that, very good. Check that one out, Molly, and we good. Okay. So that one is that one. And so dun 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 dun. I know who I am. Where you at, Miss Chocolate Cheesecake? Oh, here we are. I know who this one is. Look at that. Look at that. Man, that look good. That white, that chocolate ganache pouring down on that cheesecake. Look at them chocolate leaves. White chocolate, brown chocolate. Look at that. Look at that.
That chocolate really good.
Yeah, the chocolate on chocolate. Mm-hmm. That ganache really looks good poured down the side on that. Like a smooth, dreamy, creamy chocolate frosting. Make you want to holler. I ain't throwing up my hands. I might drop my cheesecake. No, y'all like some Oreo cookies. What's up, Miss Mixon? I can't get no big
Some
picture.
of them on there, I need to go back. I just gotta go back and fix the images. It's right, I just gotta.
All right, okay. At least I finally got one. Man, look at the texture of that cake. Like you just want to take a little fork and just pull this area right here off. And just put it on the tip of your fork and lay it on the tip of your tongue and just make you want to go,
And just let it melt on the tip of your tongue.
Melt right there, man. Let it be there. Question of the day. Stay tuned for our chocolate contest. It's question of the day, are you hungry? Okay. Okay. Chocolate chip cheesecake recipe. The gallery.
I messed it up. I had it was working and I messed it up the day when I was
Okay. Recipes. You working on that, right?
Yeah.
And then the contact, you haven't done that one
No.
yet, right? Okay. Okay. All righty then. So who we got? Where he at? Where he at? God bless it. It is cold up in here.
Yeah, there's some earth moving around here.
It feel like a doggone blizzard up here. Ice blade. Let's go to Watson. Go to cheese cake first. Here we go. Man, look at that. Change the background color. Look how that red jumped out at you like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. This is Mr. Muhammad's here. The Tyson cheesecake. Look at that. Look at that old, that homemade look.
I like those too.
Man, got that decadent look. Oh man, make you wanna holler. But I told you I ain't throwing up no hands. Uh-huh. Man, you like cherry cheesecake, though. Nothing wrong with doing your favorites. Layered caramel candy bar cheesecake. That don't make sense. It ought to be against the law. Look at that.
Ooh, wait, that looks, now that one, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one right there.
Is that Milky Way on
Yep.
top of that?
Yeah.
That's a Milky Way. Is that a Milky Way? He sure put a Milky Way up there. Look at that. Is that peanut butter? Sure is. Make you want to just take a bite out of crime right there, Jack. See what I'm talking about? See how I've been telling you that you make these web pages right? Make you hungry. I might have to stop at Snooks and get me some cheesecake. How to make cheesecake. Yeah. Mint chocolate cheesecake. See, look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that. Strawberry cheesecake. Look at that. But see, this is a no back here. But look how that strawberry juice just run down there like that. And then you get in the gallery. Oh, y'all like this cheesecake. Man, look at that blueberry cheesecake. See, this look like it's so real. You see that running down there, Kenya? And you don't like cheesecake? That don't make you want to get a bite out of it.
All that comes from me.
Kenyatta, be quiet. Don't talk.
You don't like what, Kenya?
Comes from like apple pies, blueberry.
Oh my goodness.
Do you eat applesauce?
It's not. Is it cooked? I eat applesauce though.
You eat that?
I eat
Oh,
applesauce.
Like,
Now
you
that's
know
a-
the apples cooked in order to make
the
Yeah.
mold and everything
Well,
else.
I'm not sure if the stuff you buy in a jar is cooked, but like the times I've seen people make homemade applesauce, they cook it in a pressure cooker, and then like the apples dissolve.
Well, you ain't got to worry about me. I ain't never.
In a slow cooker.
Hey, let me call you back. All right. You never got to worry about me.
Well, they don't dissolve; they just melt.
Eat no applesauce. Nobody applesauce. That is not what you get. That's baby food. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right, Chris. That's what you got to do.
6
Pumpkin
squashes.
cheesecake. Let's see. Here's the recipe. Oh yeah,
Oh, it didn't.
pumpkin cheesecake. Okay. Yeah, man. So he got chocolate cheesecake, mint chocolate cheesecake recipe, salted caramel cheese. Man, that's a good looking cheesecake. And he got his contact page. All right. All right, look at it. He got a picture of the cheesecake. All right, very good. This is what I'm talking about. Show me what you're working with. You ain't been doing this for 4 weeks and can't show me something. Show me what you working with. Oh, that's you. So, who look for now? I'm looking for Ice Blade. Let me see where Ice Blade at.
No, that's the personal page.
Oh, go back. That look good too. Use your portal. Ice Blade Network. Cheesecake. Okay, I like that. I like how you box that out. Okay. Good. On them half plates. Okay.
It's not ready.
Okay.
But I should get it done by tomorrow. If
Okay. So here we cheesecake rest for Joy of Bacon. So he's working on that. You probably take white on.
no,
Okay.
but like once.
Okay. Here we go. See, Chris, you the one started this.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
but I've been like slowly removing it when I work on like the page and stuff.
Look down here. Okay. Okay. All right. I see you working on it. I see y'all working on it. So everybody is y'all doing all pretty really good. Okay. So far so good. This is we winding up this week. So we winding up this week. Let's see. We close to. Let's see. Something else I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys something from. See if I can remember to do this. It was. See if I can remember this thing. I did. Here. Is what I wanted to show you. Dun 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 dun.
What's the clock up there for?
Huh? Well, one of the classes that I taught, we had to make JavaScript work in multiple places on a web page. This is a basic HTML web page. So we had to take a JavaScript clock and some other components and make them all over the web page. But first you had to know how to make the JavaScript interact.
Sorry, but is that a GIF or just a CSS animation?
Huh?
Is that a GIF or a CSS animation?
That is a CSS animation. No, that is not a GIF.
I was just wondering.
That's CSS animation. All of it's CSS animation. Even the clock is CSS animation.
Well, I figured. Oh, the clock. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Those are actual images of numbers, and it's running by JavaScript.
interesting.
Yeah, both of all this is running by JavaScript.
Well, I was primarily asking for the open sign.
Yeah, the open sign is there, but we actually put it at the top. So here's the JavaScript. That's for the ribs. Here's the banner, rotating banners, and then the CSS is at the top. So this is a built-in. This is an internal CSS, and here is the JavaScript for the clock, and then here's the JavaScript for the ribs, and then further down should be the JavaScript for the we got further on down the page. Further on down the page. Yeah,
Those two training.
it's in Warsaw, Missouri. So further on down the page, we have I have JavaScript too. So we had to they had to do like 3 different areas in order to do it. But this was one of our projects that we had to do, and I get mine based off of barbecue, because all they talked about was going to sugar fire. And so
I went today.
you went today
Yeah.
with sugar fire, and and I told them when I went to sugar fire, I ordered the meat sampler. No, I ordered the meat sampler, and with all the different barbecue sauces and stuff. So this was a page that we created, and we created where we had a actual what you call form built into the page. So this was some of the stuff we did in the last class. So try to do something different. That's why y'all doing cheesecake. All right, great class today. Thank you all. Had a ball. Guess what time it is? It's 8:46. So time sure flies when you're having fun. All right, so tomorrow, signing off, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Homework, tighten up those pages. We're in the final strokes of those pages.